Moving right along through the book of Psalms, we are in Psalm 70 today, and I would like to just give a reminder of the hermeneutic we are applying. Hermeneutic meaning Bible study method or study method that we are applying as we read through the book of Psalms. Traditionally, the book of Psalms is read through with sort of a historical framework pre-Christ. It's more of a Davidic framework dealing with David's life, and that's how most people approach it. However, upon a closer examination of the various Psalms and the diverse and frequent quotations from Psalms in the New Testament, it becomes apparent that the Psalms are really about the thoughts of Christ while he is about to undergo shame and bearing the sin and shame and guilt of his people. And so I want us to keep this in mind. I want us to have a Christocentric, a Christ-centered hermeneutic or study method as we approach the book of Psalms. So we're continuing in Psalm 70 and we're seeing Christ. And the themes regularly appearing in the book of Psalms are the enemies of the Messiah and their tongues and how they come against Christ, and Christ is experiencing what humans experience, fear. But the fear and the turmoil and the concern about bearing sin, shame, and guilt is not to be minimized. It's evident throughout the book of Psalms, and Psalms is sort of a Garden of Gethsemane book. It really represents the Garden of Gethsemane and the cross. Christ explaining what he has to go through and being surrounded by dogs and those who mock him and spit upon him and beat him and so forth. So we're in Psalm 70. "O God, hasten to deliver me." That's Christ crying out to the Father, "Deliver me from this cup." Lord, hasten to be my help. Let those be ashamed and humiliated who seek my life. And of course, we know they were ashamed. The Pharisees were definitely ashamed and humiliated. Let them be turned back and dishonored who delight in my hurt. Let those be turned back because of their shame who say, "Aha, aha." Let all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. And let those who love your salvation say continually, "Let God be magnified." But I am afflicted and needy. Hasten to me, O God. You are my help and my deliverer. O Lord, do not delay. A very short psalm. So Christ really is saying, punish those who are mocking me. Punish those who come against me. Punish the enemies who try to devour me with their words. Let all those who seek you rejoice. Let those who love your salvation say continually, "Let God be magnified." In other words, the reason we now magnify God is because Christ first magnified God, and we are in him, in Christ, God the Son. We are in him, and of course, we continually say, "Let God be magnified," because we love his salvation. Those who do not love salvation, such as the Pharisees and the self-righteous, the religious self-righteous today, and of course all those who worship themselves and serve other idols other than God, they are the ones who do not love his salvation. It doesn't mean anything to them. Even those who study the Bible, it's just a book for them. It's a book of intellectual pursuits rather than a book describing who God is and what he has done for us. So let those who love your salvation continually say, "Let God be magnified," but I am afflicted and needy. Hasten to me, O God. Come to my rescue. Deliver me from this death and shame. You are my help, my deliverer. O Lord, do not delay. And that's Psalm 70.